Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate how I use a steel ruler to give me a nice straight horizon, and for this you have to do your sky down close to the horizon first, whatever colour you've chosen, and then obviously measure your the sides of your painting or your board to get that horizon nice and straight. And then whether you're doing it flat or if you're holding up, get the steel ruler in place. I'm using clips to hold the corner of my each end of my steel ruler. And this is actually a painting that I'm touching up, was in storage and it wasn't finished and it's been a bit smudged, and I'm just going to go over and touch everything up, but I decided I would try and show how I do the horizon. So I try and find a pastel with a nice square edge, and I run that pastel up along the edge of the ruler to give a really nice clean sharp edge, but I will have to blend it in with my finger afterwards. And because generally the horizon line is darker, I'll come in under with a slightly lighter blue. So I'm running this along in the same way, and it will all be blended down. This is using Colourfix paper by Art Spectrum. It has a really deep tooth and enables you to put on a lot of layers, so I can put my pastel on nice and thick, which is the way I like to paint. And because I'm using a full sheet, it's quite large, and I'm using this very large ruler, so I'm just making sure that's pressed down firmly to the board. When I've taken it off, the ruler off, I'm going to smudge that horizon line a little to soften it. So let's take that off. And there's a little bit of the I didn't take my sky colour down far enough to where I put the ruler, obviously, but I'm going to go back in and do a little bit of painting of some clouds, and I'm going to put the Poor Knight's Islands in here. So I'm just going to, with my rather dirty blue finger already, I'm going to run my finger along and just gently blur that horizon line, because I don't want it to have a really sharp line. You want a nice flat horizon, but I don't want the focus to be on the horizon. And I just wipe my finger between each swipe, because otherwise you might get dark sea colour on your sky colour. And I'm going to come back in after and touch it up a bit, so it doesn't actually give you a good example of a nice clear line, but it shows you how I go about doing this. Okay, thanks for watching.